This haul is just beginning. What's going on, toy hunters? I'm extremely excited to show you my haul from this past week. Not only was I able to find some new items that are hitting shelves, I was also able to find some rare, hard to find collectibles, as well as scoring some really great bargains. One of those things was this classic black costume Batman Funko Pop. The reason I wanted to pick this up was he has the same pose as the New York Comic Con Chrome Batman, which I was lucky enough to pick up. And now I have both of these pops that I can pose together, and I think that'll look really cool on my shelf. The new Disney MetalFigs by JADA are starting to hit shelves. I was lucky enough to pick up the classic Mickey Mouse, and I was able to score the 6-inch Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey as well. Lots of people on the Syndicate page had been finding Star Wars Black Series figures at their local JCPenney's, so I hit mine up, and I was able to find a couple of hard-to-find Star Wars Black Series figures, such as this Sabine Wren Black Series figure. I had this figure in my collection, but fellow Syndicate member Brock Rivers, aka Code 3 Collector, was looking for this for a custom figure job that he's working on, so I was happy to pick this up for him, and we're going to work out a trade for it. Plus, I was able to find a Darth Revan figure in the wild, which blew me away when I saw it just chilling there on the shelf. But I scooped this up for a friend of mine who also collects Star Wars Black Series figures because he was missing this figure from his collection, so I was glad to help him out. Also, I went to one of my local Walgreens earlier in the week, and I was able to find this Gears of War 4 figure. This Marcus Fenix figure, and it was only $1.99. And I remembered watching a Syndicate member EJG12's video recently, and he was saying that he wanted this figure, and since I saw it for only $2, I just decided I would, hook him up and pick it up for him. And we're also going to be working on a trade on this deal. Again, if you're not watching or subscribing to EJG12's YouTube channel, you should definitely do it. He does a lot of entertaining and fun toy hunts. You should definitely check him out. I went to my local Ross and I was able to pick up a few bargain items. I found this Kid Robot Stick of Truth Cartman figure, and it was only $2.99. I was also able to find this Sally Dorbs from Nightmare Before Christmas, and she only cost $3.99, which is a really good deal. I was also able to pick up this Death Trooper at Ross for only $7.99. Anytime I find one of these for super cheap, I'll buy them and add them to my Death Trooper Army collection. I had a $15 gift certificate for Barnes & Noble, so I went and picked up this New York Comic Con Jen Erso Star Wars pop. And since this was $15, I essentially got this for free, that's a free pop. You can't beat that. So that was all of the items that I found in my local hunting area. Let me show you some of the other great deals that I found in the Longview, Texas area. I went to the Walmart in Longview, and I was able to score this Star Wars Funko Pop 3-pack. I wasn't looking for this, but I have a friend who collects all of the Star Wars pops, and I was able to pick this up for him while I was in the Longview area. While I was there, I decided to check out Longview's Toys R Us, and man, did I find some really amazing bargains there. Such as this Diamond Select Ghostbusters Janine figure, and it was only $4.90. And I was also able to pick up the Walter Peck figure, which was also on sale for $4.90.
Is this true? Yes, it's true.
I was able to get this Diamond Select Mallrats Renee figure for only $3.90. And also I was able to pick up the Silent Bob figure as well. And that was just an amazing price on those two figures. I could not pass those up because I'm a big fan of Kevin Smith's early work and I love Mallrats. It's one of my favorite movies. The Longview Toys R Us was stocked up and I was able to find some cool items that I couldn't find at my local Toys R Us, such as this new Funko Pop based on the upcoming Pixar movie Coco. I was looking for the Hector Pop and I wasn't able to find them anywhere, but thankfully they had one there in Longview. I'm a Terminator fan, especially a fan of Terminator 2, and recently I purchased the T-800 NECA figure of Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I was never able to find the T-1000, but luckily they had one at the Longview Toys R Us, and as you can see there is the character, and this is kind of an older figure, and it's hard to come by, at least in my hunting area. So I was glad to pick this up, and I had a $5 rewards coupon, so I was able to pick this up for 20 bucks. My local Toys R Us did receive some of the New York Comic Con exclusives that were released this year. Unfortunately, a lot of the boxes and packaging were completely crushed and really beat up on those items, including the Batman 66 Dorbs 3-pack that was released. I was able to pick one up in my local Toys R Us, but the box was really badly damaged, and all of the other boxes were no better. But thankfully, at the Longview Toys R Us, they had a nice, fresh, minty box that I was able to pick up. Normally, I'm not that picky when it comes to boxes, but when it comes to exclusives, I usually keep those boxes, and I try to keep them in good condition. And thankfully, the Longview Toys R Us came through for me. And what I did was I took the Dorp set that I had purchased at my local Toys R Us and returned it for a refund. On the way home from my Longview trip, I stopped by my local Toys R Us and I found this leftover New York Comic Con Boba Fett. And basically what I did was I applied the refund that I got from the Dorbs 3-pack and I combined it with a gift card that I had, and I was able to pay for this entirely. So this really ended up being an even exchange, so that worked out great. So that's a wrap on this amazing haul, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.